represents the light of knowledge. The other 7 candles represent the 7 attributes of NTHS membership: skills, honesty, service, responsibility, scholarship, citizenship, and leadership.
Check, check. In the center of the table is a candle representing knowledge. Knowledge is familiarity, awareness, or understanding gained through experience and study in the technical program. Erica, light this candle to represent knowledge.
The first member attribute is skill. Skill is the use of knowledge to develop a great ability and expertise necessary to make a positive difference in a particular occupational field. Tara will light this candle to represent skill.
The second member attribute is scholarship. Scholarship is the distinctive mark of one who has mastered an area of learning, as reflected in the quality of his or her work, especially in respect to scope, thoroughness, and care. Bailey lights this candle to represent scholarship.
The third member attribute is honesty. Honesty is the quality of being truthful, trustworthy, and fair with everyone while at work or at play. Christopher lights this candle to represent honesty.
The fourth member attribute is responsibility. Responsibility involves the ability to act without guidance or superior authority and being answerable for your actions. Trevor lights this candle to represent responsibility.
The fifth member attribute is service. Service is giving assistance and being ready and able to provide a helpful and useful act. Hunter lights this candle to represent service.
The sixth member attribute is leadership. Leadership is the responsibility of serving as a guiding force and directing the way by going first with confidence and courage. Caitlin lights this candle to represent leadership.
seventh member attribute is citizenship. Citizenship is being entitled with full civil rights and exercising the duties, rights, and privileges of this status. Michaela lights this candle to represent citizenship.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Nice job. Inductees will now be presented with their stoles and certificate by their program instructors and Mrs. Friedman, Director of CV-TEC. Mrs. Spatafora, would you come up? Don't fall off the stage. Okay. Our first certificates are being awarded to the allied health students. Mrs. Spatafora is their teacher, and Lily Frawley is our first student. Our next student from Mariah Central School is Kaylee Lamore. Mr. Cogswell. From our automotive technology program, we would like to induct Brendan Lozon from Ticonderoga. Mr. Shaw. From our construction trades program, Mr. Kevin Shaw is the instructor, and we would like to induct from Mariah Central School, Ryan Flack. Mr. Shaw has another inductee who was not able to be with us this evening, but we would like to recognize Samantha Gray from Scroon Lake, who is also being inducted. From our cosmetology program, Mrs. Kim Lincoln is their instructor. And the first student we would like to induct is Erica Bronson from Elizabethtown Lewis. Next up is Bailey Marshall from Mariah Central School. We have two adult students this evening that we're inducting. The first is Tara Miller. We hope that Tara's husband is able to watch us through the live streaming because he is in Alabama right now. And our our next adult student is Beth Waters. Mr. Bernhardt? From our Marine Technology program, Mr. Bernhardt is the instructor. We have one student to induct from Crown Point Central School, Hunter Pertak. Mr. Tom Rodriguez is our instructor for Natural Resource Management. We have two students to induct from Natural Resource Management. The first is Christopher Heald from Mariah Central School. From Ticonderoga, Trevor Parent. Dr. Menia is the teacher for our New Visions Medical Careers program. We have 4 students to induct. The first is from Mariah Central School, Dauphin Conlon. From Elizabethtown Lewis Central School, Caitlin Lindsay. From Mariah Central School, Samantha Staples. And also from Mariah Central School, Michaela Stockwell. From our Security and Law Enforcement program, Mr. Ryan is the instructor. We have 2 inductees. The first is from Westport Central School, Carter Smith. And our final inductee from Ticonderoga Central School is Sawyer Benito. Stay right, okay, this. Mrs. Friedman will now swear in our inductees. Inductees, please rise for the National Technical Honor Society Pledge of Membership.
Linda? Thank you, Dr. Stay. It is my honor to administer the oath of new membership to our 2018 new inductees. So please repeat after me. As a member of the National Technical Honor Society, I pledge to maintain the highest standard of personal conduct. I will apply myself to continue a record of scholastic achievement, and I will strive for excellence in all aspects of my education. I will invest my talents, my skills, and my knowledge in a career of my own choosing. And I shall always endeavor to uphold my obligations as a citizen of my community and my country. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the CV-TEC Mineville 2018 National Technical Honor Society members. Congratulations. Well done, everyone. At this time, we would like to take a moment to thank everyone for coming. We do have a small reception in the adjacent hallway when we conclude. But before we conclude, it really is important to echo what Dr. Stay had said earlier as we started about celebrating the accomplishments of these students assembled before you. These students represent the brightest, the talented, the exceptional youth that we have in Essex County, New York. It doesn't get much better than this when it not only comes to the trade and the field that they've chosen to pursue, but the rigor of which they've decided to allow themselves to excel. They've demonstrated their capacity academically and through their willingness to not only show up, but to show up and lead. And they lead by example, and we're proud of the example that they've set. There is no doubt in any of our minds that you will take what you've learned and go as far as you want to go. Because success does not happen by accident. Those stoles are not just given out because we had some extra ones in the back room. So when you walk at your graduation ceremony at your home school, you wear your stall proudly so that you can be celebrated among your peers and among your community as the best and the brightest of career and technical education in Essex County, New York. We could not be prouder of you, and we can't wait to see what is next from those of you assembled before us. Congratulations one more time. This concludes our ceremony this evening. We thank you for taking the time to celebrate our students tonight and ask you to please join us for the reception in the adjacent hallway. Thank you so much.
It's all about them. We celebrate them. They're front and center. They're so cute. I think we're going to have, thank you.
any speakers for graduation? Thank you.
Yeah, right, well, that's what we just checked it.
Short and sweet. Half an hour. That was about right, don't you think?